Hey everybody, my name is Karrie Pukstas, and technically I am a brand manager at the Kroger company, but I've been so inspired by this conference that I've renamed my title as brand activist. I think it seems more appropriate. So how many of you here know the Kroger company? Okay, great. There were a couple of people that didn't put their hands up, so I'll do just a brief overview. We're a food retailer. We're in 35 states, and we operate under about 26 different banners. In addition to being a retailer, we are also a manufacturer. We produce private label products. We've got 38 manufacturing facilities, and that includes 17 dairies. So we've got responsibility on both sides of the shelf. And at Kroger, we really like to think of ourselves as being customer obsessed. So we partner with 8451, one of the sponsors of the conference. I've got a colleague right there. And what we're hearing is customers are demanding more transparency. They really are putting pressure on major corporations to make authentic commitments to ethical actions. And we take that very seriously, especially when we produce products that people serve their families and products they put in their bodies. They want to know where it comes from. Customers want to make informed decisions. They want to know where their food comes from and who touches it. One of the things in marketing that I think is really exciting to have you here in the audience is, at least in my role, I try to create content that makes an emotional connection. And I can tell the energy in the room and some of the people that I've met with that you're passionate bloggers and you're posting. And I'm hoping you can create that emotional connection with your audience as well. So here I am in Cincinnati, and I get a project. Karrie, do something for International Women's Day. Period. Okay. What an exciting opportunity. I love it. So what do? Do we talk about the strong women leaders in our company? Yep, we've got a lot of those. Some are on the board, senior executives. Feels like everybody in corporate America is going to talk about that. Do we talk about that we support women entrepreneurs on shelf? Yeah, we do that, and we'll talk about that, but how does that differentiate Kroger from any of our competitors? So the soul searching began, and I kept coming back to tea, which is so perfect. I had no idea that there were going to be so many tea sponsors at the conference, and this message should land well, but there is something very magical about tea. My 3-year-old daughter is sitting over there, and you think about children romanticizing tea parties. You think if you're not feeling well, tea makes you feel better. And for women business leaders, if you're having a very stressful day, it might serve you well to have a cup of tea and center yourself before having some of those difficult conversations. So I thought there was something pretty magical here, but I wasn't sure what the unlock was. And then I got a call from my friend Abby at Fair Trade, and we started talking about this a little bit. And the synergies just kept coming together. So tea is the second most consumed beverage in the world. Very few of our customers really know where it comes from and how does it get from tea plant to tea cup. And I thought, let's go on an origin trip. So we started planning this trip, and it was complicated. Supply chain is complicated, and it's hard, but our brand that we manufacture is called Simple Truth. It's not simple most of the truth. We had to get to exactly the source, the farms, the tea pluckers, everybody that touches our product. We wanted to meet them, talk to them, get footage from them. And so we set out on a journey. And it involves 3 stops. We source our tea from Rwanda. We get our chamomile from Egypt. And those 2 come together in New Jersey, where they're blended and packed. So off we went. Part of the reason we were drawn to Rwanda, it's a sobering fact, but it's true. The awful genocide that happened there left the women to really pull themselves up by their bootstraps and put their country back together, because there were 3 generations of men that were wiped off. 1 million people were killed in the genocide. And the tea sector in particular was interesting because women traditionally weren't in that role. So 10 years ago, there were no women working in the tea fields. So we wanted to go there because we had heard from our supplier that women are now 1/3 of the workforce there. And that to me sparked change. That to me sparked global development. And I wanted to meet them. And I wanted to see this change. And I wanted to share it with all of our customers. I realized that I'm very lucky that I got to go on this trip. A lot of our customers will never be able to go on an origin trip. So I wanted to, in a sense, transport people to see for their eyes where this delicious quality tea comes from. One of the key takeaways that I've learned is that besides just quality product, our partnership with Fair Trade not only empowers farmers and all of the workers, but it helps the entire community. As a retailer, we pay into the premium projects, but the close relationship that Kroger has with Fair Trade allows us to go beyond that, and we've been able to directly contribute to our supplier community. We were able to build a nursery school there. How does that help women? Well, they can join the workforce. Their kids will have a safe place to go. We implemented a school feeding program. So it creates change for future generations, because we know that when kids go to school with a full belly, they have hungry minds. So we know that we're making a difference, maybe just 1 cup of tea at a time. So in a moment, I'm going to show you a video, and it's pretty powerful. We met a lot of women. Many of them, we asked the question, what were you the first woman in your family to do? And they all had very amazing answers. Whether it was feel safe, provide for my children, to work, go to university, they all had a very heartfelt answer, and it'll stick with me forever. One thing that this is one video. We'll have another cut that'll come out that's really more on the sustainable side of the story, where we talk about the organic farming and methods and using technology with traditional farming methods to produce a quality product. If you're around tomorrow, the Kroger team will be demoing a VR experience. I want you to meet Denise. She's a tea plucker, and I want you to walk a day in her life. You can see her house, meet her kids, and just see the journey and what she does every day. It's fascinating, and it's such a vibrant setting. So take a trip to Rwanda with us. Now, why do I do this? It's the little girl right there in the middle. That's my daughter, Hannah. And when I was talking to all of the farmers, there was so much more that we had in common with each other than we had different. We all wanted a better future for our children. And I just want to impress upon everybody that small little things, everything we do today impacts tomorrow, and you all need to keep advocating for change. As consumers, vote with your dollar, show your values, and demand retailers, manufacturers, producers to make ethical decisions, because I saw firsthand the difference that fair trade makes, and forever grateful. So I hope you have a wonderful experience this weekend, and I really hope you enjoy the video and more to come. Thanks, guys.
What men can do, the women also can do it. Yeah.
My name is
Salma Khalil. Devota Uingabire.
Murakatete Jackie.
The reason I'm excited that we're talking about International Women's Day is so that people are able to get a connection to other women and know how they're striving to improve their lives.
Tea is the second most consumed beverage in the world, and very few people know where it comes from, who touches it.
By purchasing Simple Truth tea, we're enabling women to enter the workforce who previously didn't.
The beauty about the fair trade, so it offers a really high quality product to the consumer, not only because of the quality of the drink, but also because of the value for the communities behind it.
Uburinganire nuko twese duhuriza hamwe tugakora bimwe kandi neza mu mahoro.
Murakoze. Uyu munsi mu buzima busanzwe umugore afite ijambo.
I'm a tea drinker because I'm a tea maker.
I'm the first woman in my family who studied the university.
Mu muryango wanje ninjye watangiye gusoroma icyayi muri Sorwati.
I'm the first woman in my family who has been able to graduate from university. And that helped me to strengthen the lives in my community.
Ikimpeshema mu kazi nuko mu mafaranga make mpembwa basha kuyabanamo neza n'abandi.
The Kroger company does amazing things in the communities that it serves, but also in the communities along its supply chain.
You cannot grow the business without the people, or vice versa.
We believe that business has the power to change the world, and that means bringing together Kroger, fair trade, the community that grows the Simple Truth tea.
We all want the same thing, and we want a better future for our children.
In the future, the men and the women will be the same level, equal.